and then your new rev share, like your rev share, will get applied to you over the weekend. So don't panic. It's not like it'll look blank or whatever it is off the hop, but then we'll get it added. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that. If you have streamer friends, let them know, because I know not everybody checks their Twitch emails. Because that's the email it should go to, is like whatever's connected to your Twitch. So yeah, check those out. If you haven't gotten an email, just be patient, as hopefully it comes through over time, because I think there's a bunch of people in the program. But if you don't get an email by the end of the day, then I guess submit a ticket with us, and yeah, we'll look into it. So that's the start of that. I guess I can announce how that'll work. Okay, so the new rev share program will work across the game, the apps, and a new website that will be stood up hopefully by Tuesday. There's gonna be like one main rev share program, but the program will split into two systems. There'll be the game and the apps, which will be a 5, 7.5, and 10% rev share with the content creators. And then the website that we're standing up, because we're able to give a larger percentage, we'll be able to do, I think it's 7.5, 10, and then 15. 15 is the top for sure. So that's the new rev share percentages off the new platform. So obviously it's a lot less, but it's also widespread. The old program never used to be available in the game directly, so that'll be able to get added. So that's going to be pretty cool. So if everything goes well, which it should, that should all drop with the new season on Tuesday. Just FYI, the game needs to be updated for the new system to work, so it won't work prior to that time. That's that on the RevShare program. Spoo, I guess, any quick questions that you, based off what I said, just on your perspective?
No, just gotta like dive in and see what it's about when I get that email.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff coming next season. Obviously, energy is now no more. Today should have been the last time you ever experience energy. Starting next season, it's going to be all timer based. So when you join a stream, you're going to get a 10-minute timer applied to you with that streamer, and you can have 3 of those running at a time. And every time you finish a race with that stream, it'll refresh that timer to 10 minutes. And if you go over that, you'll be considered timed out until you get your timers cleared. So off the hop, you'll be able to just wait the 10 minutes, but we are going to add a system where you could possibly just wipe the timer as well. But we won't do that right off the start of the season. It'll probably come like maybe a week later or 2 weeks, kind of as we watch the system kind of come to fruition and play out.
Yeah.
So it should simplify the communications between streamers and viewers to streamers by eliminating the whole cleanups, managing your energy. It's just, if you screw up, all you need to do is wait. The streamer shouldn't need to do anything for you anymore. So I think that'll be a big headache relief for a lot of people. And for those who just didn't understand the system, it'll simplify the system to now maybe those people will be able to understand the system and dive in a little bit deeper if they wish. Anything off that, Spoo?
No, I like it.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Obviously, like, the questions will come in through the chat and stuff. I'm just trying to like get a quick burst off you.
Yeah, for sure. Blast them, and then like we'll get more into nitty gritty, I guess, later.
Sweet. Okay, yeah. So off energy. So basically, that means no energy, no cleanups, no tiers. So you're not completing tiers in a stream. That also means no max races in a stream. You can go as long as the streamer has stamina. And then that means also no bonus XP for streamers off of tiers, right? Because you used to get XP for completing tiers. So in a way, it's kind of like going to draw down the overall XP that's being pumped out, and it'll be interesting to kind of watch that evolve and just stay active. We'll continue evolving this over the next year, most likely, and just kind of react. But we're not going to move any main toggles of like the math behind the system until we kind of let the new viewer engagement system kind of land, and we'll kind of tune things from there. And then so stamina, I mentioned stamina. So stamina now, the new element to stamina is that if you're out of stamina as a streamer, because streamers are the ones who kind of manage their stamina, you will no longer give points, earn XP, or participate in missions. So before it was just missions and then XP, but now we included points. So if you don't have stamina, you basically are kind of like off as a streamer in the system, like in
I'm
the
just
season.
thinking, is Bobby out there? I'm just thinking, thinking of Bobby. We're becoming even more useless, worthless. When you're out of stamina, it's just, I don't know. It's a Bobby inside joke, but it makes me laugh. So
yeah, I mean, so like we're working towards a season pass and stuff. So maybe one day, you get stamina packs or hits of stamina through the pass or something. But we won't get too complex just yet. For now,
what's
it'll just be.
Any scope on that? Just real quick.
What do you mean on the pass?
Yeah.
I would say at minimum 2 seasons, because everything's gonna be based on the new system launching with season 59. So we need that to land first before we can kind of start expanding our wings, because it not only advances our progress towards a pass, but it also advances our multi-platform experience. So we're probably going to target another platform before we do a pass. So we'll probably do Kick or YouTube most likely prior to the pass, and we'll expand our wings there, and then we'll bring a pass in, then we'll probably do another platform and probably hop back and forth tuning things. Okay, so that's kind of everything. Energy, stamina, anything from that?
No, I just wanted to talk about that point bit of it.
Okay.
I guess.
What's that?
No, that's it. It's just interesting. It's I don't know. It's an okay ad, because I mean that was the whole point of stamina anyway, right? To like try to get streamers to take a break. So maybe this will do it a little, because a lot of people would. I even said it myself too. Like, well, at least if I run out of stamina, like I'm still giving you guys points. But now it's gone.
Now that's gone. So now you'll kind of
Take
like
a damn
manage
break.
yourself and maybe trim.
Go till.
But we've also increased stamina over the past 2 seasons, right? Like increase the stamina output per hour.
Yes.
So that's gone up, so that it's a lot different than like 2 seasons ago. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. And technically, I think Danny said this morning. I found it kind of an interesting point. There's a new effect coming into the Plutos, and it's like a blast. It's like a mini blast that will just push marbles, and like, because stamina can get burned with a short race, so maybe Plutos have a risk factor against stamina, and maybe. Like, who knows? Like, I just don't know the outcome of that. There's a lot of ripple effects with this new system.
Yeah.
That, like, it's really hard to gauge, because we could assume one thing, but the social dynamic of this community doesn't...
Everything...
It doesn't compute.
Yeah, you can't... You don't know. You don't...
Yeah.
The speculating is... You just don't know. So we got Just Call Me Per in first, Madam Manu in second, and CC Kinnison in third. So we're running the ball decision. Whatever comes in first, second, third here will go to them in their respective positions. And if there's doubles, then they both get the double or triple.
Yeah, we'll call it out. We'll focus on this one, and hopefully it happens. And then, and then also the 1 hour timeouts are actually 10 minutes for the stream. So don't panic.
No panic.
Well, still panic, but don't panic as much.
Yeah, so there will be just a back and forth of races you can join and then not be able to join, basically. Any streamer can set up these simulated races. I see people asking about them here and there. You just go into the cog wheel under the race area. You can add CSV files, so you can... I do it all the time with different things. Other streamers do as well. Collect the lists. Throw them on there. Do simulated races. What's a pop-up top-up?
There's tons of ways you could use the game.
Money marble.
A pop-up top-up?
Yeah.
So pop-up top-up is if you have an uneven amount of marble money.
That's what... Okay.
Then it'll top you up to the nearest kind of multiple. So marble money is in multiples of 25.
Right.
Gotcha. So then if you just have a flat amount, we'll give you 25. And then if it's not...
What if you're already on a flat amount? You just get nothing? Or you get 25?
No, you get 25. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Right? So if you're... Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's a question. I'll go with a question.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to dust other marbles, skins, mods, pins, etc. we own not from the tourney chest? Yeah, so like eventually we'll evolve the whole dust process and probably involve like include more things. It just needs a full rework. So expect whenever the rework comes, expect more to pop in. It's just adding things manually and then making the list enormous is kind of non-intuitive.
Boop, boop, beep, beep, boop, 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 beep. So we got 25 marble money, 30 tournament coins, and 1 tournament coin. Just call me per Madamanu, CC Kinnison. I'm just taking screenshots and sending them to you for now.
Okay. So what do you... Okay, that's perfect.
All right. We did not get one of those double ups, but let's say third place was 30 tournament coins as well. That means second and third would have gotten 60 tournament coins. You add them together and then both get the prize.
Yeah, so there's no combination there.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
All right, everybody, exclamation point play. We'll get to another yapper.
Okay, so that's that. Yeah, there's all over the place. I'm just trying to go over my notes to ensure I kind of go over the main points, and then questions will kind of trickle in. Yeah, so missions with stamina. Oh yeah, the rabbits collection, 4 missions will be being retired off the platform.
Exclamation point
so the
play.
Elementera partnership is kind of coming to a close. I announced that in the Discord a little while ago, so if you have a rabbit, it's up to you. We might launch... Well, we're going to work towards a loot box system, kind of like the Bois collection. It was going to be at the start of this season, but a lot of the curveball with RevShare kind of like took precedence, so just it'll happen at some point. Just buckle in, but it's up to you what you want to do with those rabbits now. They won't work on the website. Yeah, so yeah, just a general kind of point. The new launch with 59 is a heavy rework of our backend, all the data tracking, all the viewer tracking. That's all getting optimized. So hopefully we're working towards a direction where the data that you guys are kind of garnering with your marbles or gathering with your marbles will be expanded upon, and we can get to like an API and things like that, better leaderboards, more interesting leaderboards. It also empowers our whole what's it called? I lost it. Hold on. So like doing a race pass, like a seasons pass or something for marbles. So yeah, just like better data tracking just basically expands everything we can do with marbles because it's heavily based on the data that you guys generate from racing. Yeah, so okay, final Gemron transfer is open now in the Discord. So the ticket's open. If you want your Gemron transferred or need it transferred from an old username, now is the time.
Hop to it.
This will be the final transfer. Like, there will not be anything after this. It's all automated, which leads into the thing for next season is Gemrons will update on a daily basis. So at the end of the day, your Gemron will update, your points will update, and you'll be able to equip your next Gemron if you've earned another point or move to the next progression level. So that's a huge upgrade.
That's nice.
I normally spend like a couple hours kind of merging the data every season at the end of the season to kind of put together the Gemrons, and I've been doing that for 7 years, so it's going to be nice to kind of put that task aside and have it automated, and
For sure.
and then we can move on with our lives and kind of do better things with our time. Yeah, that's super exciting. And then Tilted, here we go. Tilted is joining the Too Many Races system, the new kind of quote-unquote energy replacement. So you're gonna have to manage where you play and which kind of game modes you want to play with. It'll bring a big balance to the ecosystem. It'll be interesting. There'll be an emotional roller coaster in the start of it. But as we go forward, we'll kind of balance it in. But there won't be any major changes to point outputs or mission completion goals until we kind of let things hit the ground next season and get a baseline of what things feel like. So it'll be important to just kind of, raise your voices as you guys always do. Get in the Discord, open discussions if you want to. Let us know what your heart's desire is, and we'll just work through the problems at hand. But try to just stay concise. I know there'll be emotions will be high, but just try to stay on point. Let us know what you're feeling, and we'll do our best to kind of keep tuning the system as we always do. Yeah, so everything else is kind of future. I can leave that till after question period. which basically walks us into now. We'll open it up. If you're on X, I can see Twitch's chat there. If you're on Discord, I can see the chat there. And Spoo also has a redeem on Twitch, and I'll go through the redeems there. I can also see the Twitch chat, but I'll try to avoid trying to go back and forth between Twitch chat since you guys have the ticketing system available to you. Before we dive in, Spoo, I guess anything? Anything?
No, yeah, just clarification that it's 3 streams everywhere. That's it.
It's
right?
3 streams globally. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to kind of balance that and see where you want
Right.
to play. Yeah, and there's kind of like no gaming the system anymore with energy, right? It's just 3. And for clarity, I'm open. There's 2 key points I'm open to: is the 3 streams and the 10 minutes. If there's a lot of pain in that range, we could play around with it season over season and just kind of decide where we want to end up landing. Because I know a lot of people were like balancing 4 or 5 streams. Some would rather 2. So we'll just see. I'm open to the discussions and just get in there and chat about it. And we'll continue tuning the system. But 3 it is. We're going into another ball decision.
Ball decision, indeed, for Itty Bitty, Akim, 52, and Shelly Baby, 94. Your first,
Nice. Good luck.
second, third. Good luck, everybody.
So yeah, we do the race, pick 3 people, and then come to the ball decision, and then pick 3 prizes for those 3 people. And there's a little bit of gambliness in this with timeouts. And if the similar prizes land in the top 3, then, or not similar, exact same prizes land in the top 3, then they'll kind of add together for those people. So we'll have some fun with that. Okay, I'll continue on the questions that I can see. Now that missions won't reset if a mission isn't completed before the NFT's cooldown expires, will the progress that was made on that level remain, or will it go back to 0? The NFT cooldown is just to engage the mission. So whether that NFT becomes on cooldown or not, it'll just remain assigned to that mission until that mission's complete. So you won't be able to continue using it until it's done, right? Because that's based on whether it's assigned to a mission or not. That's all. Not whether it's on cooldown or not. So that's that. Hopefully that's clear. Can I have my original chevron back? No. You can earn it. You can earn the new one.
Uh-oh.
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 Timeout. 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 Timeout.
It's
Oh,
happening.
2 timeouts?
Oh, no!
Oh!
Wow.
Oh my God, saved.
Wow. There's another one coming. There's definitely another one coming, but it's going for second place. Dang.
So a 10-minute timeout for second place?
A 10-minute timeout for second place.
But 100 marble money and 25 marble money for first and third. That's huge.
That's huge. Sorry, Akeem. See you in 10 minutes. I want to get it started real quick. Get it started real quick there for you. Itty Bitty. 100 marble money. Shelly Baby, 25 marble money. GG's.
GG.
GG's.
Okay. Here's another question that actually elevates another point. So with the shortening of off season, will that make it so missions are only down for 1 day? Yep. As long as the data is flowing, missions will be flowing. So that changes the whole scope of that. And that also elevates the whole point that I forgot to mention is that off seasons are now shortening. So the seasons will go through the weekend until Monday at noon. The season will come down and we'll have a 24-hour period where it's offline, and it'll come back up on Tuesday at noon. So that's
24 hours.
I know that's a controversial point. I know some people really like the off season, but also some people really dislike the off season. In general, one of the points where off season was like made larger, obviously, was to chill, but also Marble Fest was a big point. Is that Marble Fest landed in the off season, or when it was in the on season, people had to manage energy. But now energy is kind of like not a big bother. So hopefully that'll come back into that will be back in the season, and that'll be interesting to kind of see that play out. Also, with all the automation of a lot of our tooling in the background, hopping between seasons is very easy now. So it'll be very, very good, I think, like just in general. And then we'll see what we can do with more time. And maybe we'll come up with more like weekend events and stuff like that for the community to dive into.
Yeah, the bonus point stuff is fun, right? People seem to like that.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like built into the math, so it's not really quote unquote like visible other than unless you pay attention to the system. But I'm talking about like more like elevated, like with the fests in general, not just Marble Fest, but the fests in general. If we can create a system that kind of automates that whole process and allows people to come online for the weekend and participate with their community without being a part of the show, if that makes sense. Like we're not building a show of 12 people. It's just available to the community. Maybe we could do more fests, more partnerships, and just automate the process on a weekend, like by weekend basis or something. But at minimum, we'll get to a point where the fest at the end of the season, now during the end of the season, will be automated and everybody can participate to kind of celebrate the season and give away some unique prizes to kind of bring the community together. So that'll be, I think that's like a good goal to work towards for us. It also just alleviates a lot of the background work that goes on during a Marble Fest weekend. And once again, just allows us to focus on the game's development priority.
Right.
Priority?
Priority.
Yeah, at a core level. Primarily is the word I was looking for. Yeah, so don't panic just yet. We'll probably got another fest or two under our belt, but they are going to come to a close in the sense that it is now, and we'll kind of automate it and build it forward. How will the new system show in the Marbles app? So the new system with energy, I'm assuming this is towards.
Yeah.
The Too Many Races system. You'll have timers in the app, so you'll see the streams where you have timers, and you'll be able to keep track of your timers on the apps, in the game, and on the website in its final form. I'm guessing the game might be delayed, but we'll see. We're trying to get everything kind of locked in. But you'll be able to see all your timers, and the idea is that you don't have to worry about it. Like, you shouldn't have to just stare at it and manage it. It should be a lot easier than what it is now. So that's the goal. What a show.
Yeah. Look like a little firework. One of those fireworks that like rains down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying, it's random, but everyone's gonna feel like Captain Hook with the clock ticking down.
But wasn't that a bad thing for Captain Hook?
It was a bad thing, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
I think I don't think it's 10 minutes, but I really don't think at the end of the day, like when you end your stream, I don't think it's gonna be 10 minutes.
No.
Like by the time you get done, you close out your stream, you say goodbye.
Yeah.
Like you'll probably be at like 5 minutes remaining by the time you land in the new stream, and you just gotta wait. And if you can also plan for it, right? Like if you know one stream's ending, you can slow down in the other stream, and then let another timer drop off in time, and then you have the room to add another stream. You just wait for the other one to drop off and then add another one. There's going to be gamification to this, and then when we add resetting of the timers to the functionality, like with One Dust, I think it'll get even more interesting because you will be able to gamify it.
Yeah. My thought was just if a stream ends and I'm going somewhere else, I'll just get a snack or something.
Right.
Boom. Easy
Get a snack,
peasy.
grab some water, go pee-pee.
Yep. Quick
And
breaks.
then get back to it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so any chance we'll be adjusting the active chat slightly to maybe 90 seconds. Also, any plans to incentives for tilting? So no, so like, okay, first of all, we have the active chatter. I might go to 60 seconds for Tilted. I doubt 90. We'll see with that, because now with the energy, like with the too many races system applied to Tilted, it'll be interesting if we increase that too much. So yeah, there'll be an interesting balance there. People actually might demand that it gets removed. We'll see. As for the incentives for tilting, expect the Marble Pass, whenever that comes, to solve a problem at a global scale. So not just Tilted, but also hopefully map builders, even Marble Up and Bloop as well. We'll have incentives for everything. So that's the evolution. That's kind of like what you need to buckle in for as a tilter. Wait for a Marble Pass to drop, and that's where your gamification will return back to the system. And then the challenges will rotate out.
Okay, we
probably
got
at like Go ahead.
Trip, Mighty Madara, and Gamers Pura Vida for the ball decision. That guy's not supposed to be yelling at me. I don't know where he came from.
Which one?
The screaming little gopher guy.
Oh.
He just screamed. Yeah, he screamed in my ear real loud. It's like, what the hell? Psh.
How will we link our platforms at other accounts to our current Twitch-based Marbles account? You technically have like a Steam-based Marbles account. If you're a viewer, you have like a floating Marbles account, let's call it. But everything will be able to connect to that. Just wait for that to launch. Me explaining some random explanation probably won't be valuable right now. But yeah, there'll be a way to like kind of link everything together.
We are in ball decision mode.
Ball decision mode activated.
Ball decision.
There's a question about combining the leaderboards like the old days. No, I doubt we're going in that direction. We're probably going in the direction of more separation in general, and just controlling kind of like in terms of the season and the flow, just ensuring people are not spread across the entire game, just turning it into a massive farm. That's basically what we're farming. Like we're farming against the farmers, and to see kind of like how that kind of has an impact at scale.
Carrot suits.
So the question is was the intention for Marbles that there would be no energy for all modes? And what was the difficulties that for races and BRs that didn't have the no energy system aside from... I don't even understand that. Do you understand that?
Was the intention for Marbles that there would be no energy for all modes? Was it the intention that there's no energy for all modes? That's the intention, right? Well, it's timer now. Yeah, I mean...
It's a timer-based system now.
Yeah. So...
I don't understand the question. You're going to have to, like, reword it or something.
Right. But yeah, I mean, basically, there's just a timer-based system now, and that's the energy. You're just keeping your 3 timers and not having 4 timers. Just don't have 4 timers.
Yeah, it should be simple, and then we'll kind of see how it evolves. It'll be interesting.
But that's not, I guess, for all modes. That's not for Tilted. For Tilted, you can just, or is it?
No, it's in all modes now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it is.
That's
all
what I'm saying, right?
Modes.
Like, yeah, it's across all modes, and you can only have 3 timers active.
Right.
So that is up to you to manage as a viewer, and how you want to spread yourself out across modes, and see kind of like where your attention.
3 streams. You gotta get it in your head. 3 streams, no matter what mode. 3 streams.
And to be clear, you could be in the chat, you could be in a million streams watching. It's just joining and participating in every single race is where you kind of gotta question yourself.
Trip, sorry, bro. 10-minute timeout.
Oh no! But a carrot suit and 25 marble money.
That's true. Carrot suit, 25 marble money. Carrot suit to Mighty Madara. And 25 marble money to gamers. Pura Vida. GG's. Freaking timeouts. Oh, geez.
That's not too bad.
It's not.
There's only been 2 timeouts, and they're only 10 minutes.
It's silly.
For the Pluto, oh yeah, the Pluto. Big update for the Pluto's coming. For the Pluto emote, is it going to be tier 3 emote for all streamers? Or is that whatever the streamers wants? No, it is tier 3 to us, and then tier 1 to the streamer where you're using the Pluto emote. That is the current functionality.
Tier 3 to Pixel by Pixel Studios stream. So that's like the hub. That's the mothership. That's where you
get
the emote for the gold name, and that's where you get the ability to drop a Pluto. But you have to be at least tier 1 streams to wherever you're trying to drop the Pluto.
Yes. And then also if you're tier 1 or higher in the stream that you're using the gold name pops to the front of the others. So you kind of have like, you get some priority view on your name. So there's a lot of value that gets dropped back to the streamers. Also, with that, we're expanding our tier 3 functionality probably about mid-season. So we're planning to get it so that our tier 3s will be able to add an emote to the system. So the way that streamers win the emote in the game, you'll be able to, our tier 3s will be the add one to the game of their own emotes, not of others, of your own emote. And that'll work that way. And then there's a potential for a Pluto functionality one, but that'll be later down the line. But yeah, so we're looking to grow our tier 3 system and to bring more value to our tier 3 subs. So if you enjoy that system, just expect more.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think I mean it's been really good. Since the off season is changing in 24 hours, how will that affect Marble Fest and Squad Fest? That was explained. It won't, because it'll just be a part of it. Yep. Until it's automated, and then it'll just exist. No, you won't have individual race counters off the start to know how many races you have with streamers. But we are working, like I said, we're working on a better data system. So hopefully we can provide better data for the community as a whole, not just in relation to what energy was. So we're going to try to get to better surfacing of data for you as a racer. We think that in general, your story as a racer is very important in the community and to yourself. That's why we pushed for this direction of like revamping the entire backend. So just expect more in the terms of data for your racing career, if you want to call it that. Stamina is not going to be a thing in Tilted. Skill is a thing in Tilted.
That's where you're spending your stamina.
Yeah, it's IRL stamina and brain stamina.
Well, for me anyway, like I can sit and roll races all day, but when it comes to tilts, like I take my own break because I'm done.
Yeah.
Now some tilters are a little crazy with that though, but I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, there's a question about will viewers be able to share stamina from their past? Like, it's not even a thing. Like, don't even speculate on that. It's not even a thing yet.
What does that mean? What?
Well, like, because I quickly mentioned, I was like, maybe in the future when we have a pass, people will be able to get stamina drops from the pass. Oh, will I be able to share that with a streamer? Probably not. But it's not even a thing. Like, people are already like, that's why it's so hard to talk about ideas, because people go into like Pluto Town.
Yeah. Oh, some shortcuts.
Oh, Jojo landed it? Oh, you got denied, dude.
Come on!
Are there still going to be bonus point days? Yeah, there's no change to the math behind the system. The only bonus is the bonus XP earned from tiers for a streamer. That's not going to be existent anymore. With the off-season being shorter, community upload tracks, will they stay uploaded? Or will the community tracks refresh? Yeah, they'll still refresh on a seasonal basis. We are also looking to revamp our entire system for the map builder, so yeah, expect changes when that comes.
Mm-hmm. I could just leave these.
There's a mention about broken Steam achievements. So the Deep Vibe achievement's broken. One day it'll get fixed. It's not currently getting fixed. The other ones, if you have a Steam account or a Steam achievement other than the Deep Vibe that is supposed to be dropped, as in the data is on your account and can be verified that you've unlocked it, I'll grant it to you manually. So create a ticket and just list which achievements you don't have, and I'll look into your account. So don't try to trick me because that's not gonna work. But you need to have the stuff. So like, let's say you're like, oh, I should have unlocked the 500 dust achievement. Make sure you have 500 dust. It doesn't matter if you had 500 dust in the past. It has to be at the time. So it's just, I need to be able to verify it. So yeah, just Deep Vibe is busted. Don't expect Deep Vibe. It's just totally busted. I need to revamp it.
Keep digging deep into the vibe.
Yeah, just go deeper. There's an API question. If we get to a public API state, it might be a tier 3 subscription feature. It might be like, we have to kind of figure it out and figure out costs, because we know you guys are crack addicts and love your data. So you guys will probably bog down our system and put us into Broketown if we just open it up wide. So we need to figure out a system, how we can put it out. But that's the idea, is to create an API of some sort so that people can dive into the system and create tools for the community. Is there a screen visual of the tomer? What's a tomer? Oh, the timer. Just picture the energy, but with a timer instead of a number. But yeah, there will be visuals for it in the game on launch.
I'm sorry.
What?
Oh no!
Another timeout. Woo!
Oh, no, it's just funny because Cat Dark is like, let's go, because like, you know, Marble Money got in there, and then something else got in there. And then the timeout gets in there, and they go, oh no, and then I time them out immediately after the oh no. I'm just cracking myself up. Cat, we'll see you soon. Oh no. 75 Marble Money for Jojo, and then what are the colors of? They got to pick a color.
The coin?
Yeah. Orange, purple.
Yeah,
green,
blue. What
red.
is it? Blue.
5 of them. Orange,
blue,
purple,
green, red, purple, orange.
Blue, green, red, purple, orange.
And there's a 5th one.
That's it. Blue, green, red, purple, orange. That's 5.
Blue, green, red, purple, orange. Oh,
All
there's
right.
5. Why does that feel like 4?
Mika Hat, where you at? Make sure you choose one of them. I will open up your chat box here, so I'll see it. Oh, you got it. Purple. Excellent. Excellent.
AFB, if you have the amount or over the amount, you're fine. It's if you don't have the amount.
Okay. Bada bing. You'll be able to join this next race. Looking for another top 3. Let's do everyone's favorite buckshot. Get 'em on! Exclamation point play. Yeah, a lot of wrenches being thrown around, you know, but
Oh yeah, there's tons of wrenches. Yeah. This is like, there's going to be ripple effects through the entire game with this. Like, if you do missions, your strategy is most likely going to change. If you're streaming, you're most likely going to change your strategy of how you stream, how much you stream, when you stream. Because if you were going over your stamina now, you're probably going to rejig that. If you tilt, I don't know how that's going to play out. There's speculation there. Obviously, we'll see what happens. but it'll kind of expose the flaws of the game at a whole, and we'll kind of figure it out. Okay. Spoo, just so you know, TR is going to get the prizes from here on out.
Okay.
So you don't need to worry about DMing me any pictures or worry about it at all. Just leave it up on the screen for long enough.
Okay.
I guess just, yeah, make sure we get the names is the key.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Tiara.
Thanks, Tiara.
Okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, there's just a lot of ripple effects that are going to be occurring. Like I said, we'll be ears to the ground, so just let us know what you're feeling. Try to be as less emotional as possible about the situation and just convey your thought, because that's the easiest way to kind of just dig to the problem. Because if we just start arguing between ourselves, it's not really going to bring any value. Okay. Would you ever add a non-copyright to marbles in game? I have no idea what that means. Like, you can't take pictures from the game and sell them, if that's what you're asking. Are we getting the chat commands for starting a race? No, you cannot automate the race. What? That's not happening. Like, what? Since tilts are being added to too many missions. Wait, too many mission system. Too many streams.
Mm-hmm.
Will there be an adjustment to missions completion? There's no adjustment to missions on this season, other than like the system. Finally make the onion broccoli trail. Yeah, maybe.
Real quick, there is no purchasing of Gemron progression. That's all through the points.
Correct. You cannot purchase Gemron progression. You just earn points. I have floated the idea that, I don't know if this is where it comes from, but I have floated the idea of putting Gemron points in the race pass or the marble pass whenever that comes out. But that has only been an idea, and the pass is not coming out yet, so wait out. But yeah, if a pass comes out and there's Gemron points on it, technically you'll be able to buy Gemron points because we'll probably have like a fast pass functionality, right?
Yes. Fast pass. All right, let's grab these top 3 here. Majiku, Lounge Gamer, Maxon.
I understand missions not resetting daily. However, on the day of season, on the last day of season, if I was level 14, will the off season reset all missions or will it remain? Technically right now it'll remain, but there may be an end of season reset. I mean, we're gonna kind of design this forward and see how things go. There's that. You guys are gonna be able to reset your missions with PvP, right? Tokens. So technically, we did the math during the week. If you made it to level 9, you have enough PvP to reset that slot. So that's up to you. It's going to be up to you to kind of manage that for yourself. And so you're going to be able to gauge if you want to go to 20, if you have the 100K to reset level 20, or if you want to pay to reset level 20. The whole frame of missions is changing. Like how much you can do per day because energy is no longer a thing. The way that the daily reset kind of influences you to kind of rush them, that's changing. There will be people who rush them, but if you're rushing them, that might come at a longer cost. The resetting your cooldown on an NFT, that price is going up. So that's going to play into your strategy. Like there's a lot of ripple effects going on at just the framework change. So I'm really excited. Like I'm really excited for the next season. I think the inflation rate on PvP is probably going to go down. In terms of like what's in the community's hands. So we'll see how that has a positive or negative effect. We'll see. It's really hard to tell these things. But yeah, there's all these moving parts are kind of like playing out. Spoo, do you have anything to reflect off that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I mean, that's it. At the end of the day, it's just there's just big changes that we are going through here. So just got to, Yeah, just got to do it. You know, pull the Band-Aid basically, because there's no fighting it really, unless it really ticks you off that much, where it's just like, okay, I'm not going to do this. And like, you're just done playing the game sort of a thing. But I always like to tell people who might be in those states of mind to just like create your own, if you're a streamer especially, create your own fun. Like I love partaking in the systems, and then I love doing my own thing as well. Like when I do my own thing, it hurts, the grind or whatever it is and missions and stuff. But like I have fun doing it, so I like to do that. But then I also like to grind, and you just gotta like find the pockets that you enjoy. And yeah. And I think that's another thing to just say about Tilted too. Like that's gonna be a really tough thing for people, and people are, having their thoughts about it, but like it's gonna make the actual Tilted community stronger, and you'll know who is actually enjoying tilts instead of just like farming their face off everywhere.
Exactly.
So,
and we'll see how that kind of plays out.
I gotta time somebody out, and I'm wasting time.
Yeah, I'm curious what's happening here. It looks like a crazy outcome. Oh my.
Majika, we love you. Goodbye for 10 minutes. Not an hour.
Wow,
One marble money
dude.
and one tournament coin tiara to Lounge Gamer and Maxon. Great stuff.
Amazing. Congratulations, everybody. That's Ballcisions. That's what I love, Ballcisions, because of that. It's just like an emotional roller coaster.
That's hilarious.
I saw a comment in the chat was about, are we gonna be able to read this somewhere? So what I've been trying to do better, and I know I'm really bad at this, is doing these massive write-ups of the changes and how everything works. What I'm trying to do is put out articles on X, and I know not everybody's on X, but if you can get access to it, I'm doing articles on there, and then people can extract it. I'm seeing people like lift the text and put it somewhere else. So I'm trying to put it in one central location, get better at doing them more often so that you guys can read up on what's changing in the game. I'll do my best to get one out for the season with a lot of this stuff and how it works. But at a core level, just how Marbles has always operated is we put the stuff out and let the community dive in and talk amongst each other. We believe this creates a really diverse way of like the community talking to each other, diving into the changes. And it essentially causes people to like break down the inner workings of the game themselves and elevate the problems, because like I really like that. I like watching you guys all figure this stuff out and then yell about the things that I've messed up or whatever, right? You were gonna say something?
No, I was getting an alert. It came out of nowhere. Blasted my ears, sorry.
But yeah, I'm trying to get better at explaining at least the general operating pieces. So yeah, just keep an eye on our X, Pixel by Pixel Stew, because DOs was too long.
What's your reasoning for choosing X to be the main hub for that?
Dude, I find it's the best place to put communication. Like, I just like it. I like that if there's something incorrect on the platform, it can get called out very easily. And then in general, like the articles, and it's how it's becoming one big like a one and all platform, is what they're kind of calling it. I think it's going to empower creators. So by me creating my voice there, I think that'll help kind of elevate everything.
And then it's also just more public. The Discord is definitely more of a tighter community sort of a thing. Like, just easier to see stuff happening from a company on a platform like that. And then if you like what's going on, then you dive into the Discord sort of a thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, we post, like, I'll post the link in Discord.
Yeah,
so
like,
knows.
it's still gonna, stuff's still gonna be in Discord, but...
But the sad factor is that Discord has a really low open rate. Even if I add everyone, I get a very low engagement rate. People have muted our Discord over the years, so, like, you just work into this negative space. So elevating it to a social platform, letting people comment on it, letting that voice get bigger and bigger on a social platform in public space, and then also AI becoming a bigger thing. I think we're walking into a world where we're less going to be scrolling feeds, and we're just going to be asking our AIs to give us downloads of the information we're passionate about. And the Grok platform for AI is getting really powerful. So that's just another way to say, like, hey, what's happening in Marbles on stream? And it can elevate the things I've posted to X very easily. So I think that's going to be a big part of our future. Hopefully you see where AI is going and you're empowering yourself accordingly.
I've got the power.
Are you keeping the different time of day for energy reset and streamer day reset times?
No more energy.
No more energies. Yeah, there's no reset. There's no reset. There's no mission reset. Streamer day, if whatever you're perceiving as a streamer day reset is going to remain. I'm guessing it's UTC. That's what I'm guessing. It's like 0 UTC. Yeah, there'll be an update for the UI in the apps, in the game, and on website. So there is a possibility to reset with Dust. No, there's not. There's a plan to reset timers with Dust, maybe Marble Money. And it'll be cheap. It'll be like 1. Probably be 1. We'll eat your dust. I just saw somebody mention Nexus email received. So yeah, keep an eye out for your Nexus emails if you're on the Captain TV system. This weekend will be all about transitioning those who are existing in the platform to the new platform with the RevShare system. So yeah, get onboarded and then we can get you transitioned and make sure you're all set up for next week. What will trigger the timer? The timer that gets triggered on race, royale, and tilt will be the end of the race, the end of the royale, and every tilt level. Every tilt level of a run, not every run at the end of a run. Every level. Level.
Every level.
Level.
Every
Make sense?
Level.
Level.
Yeah.
Questions are good. Questions are good. Okay. We're keeping going. You guys are got all juiced up questions today. It's crazy.
Juice them up.
Have I ever thought about an unplay command? Yeah, we've heard this many times. It's just about doing it right. And we just haven't thought about it, doing it. We've thought about it, but we haven't thought about doing it.
Guys, stop bogging down the Nexus site, okay? I'm trying to get in.
Bog it down harder. How about new standard tracks? No. I'm working on a new Royale called the Lagoon. I just don't know if it'll be ready for this season.
We have some wieners.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be able to toggle Plutos next season. So there's gonna be a toggle in the settings, in the race settings. You'll be able to toggle Plutos and bits. So you could technically turn off bits and Plutos at the same time. You turn them all off or all on. It's up to you. But if you hate them, you have your tool now.
I've got the power.
You've got the power. Shamboogie in the top 3?
Yeah. Think it'll get timed out?
Be hilarious. We'll be able to salute with rabbits? No, rabbits will not be able to salutable or be on the missions platform. You'll have to hold them until we do the Bois style loot box system, but that got delayed because the RevShare curveball. So just stay tuned in the Inner Marble. We'll continue. Like, I want to do it, so just keep your ear to the ground. Are you worried that these changes and mass restrictions on streamers and views will push people away from marbles? I mean, we're always concerned about our changes, but I'm also excited about our changes. So there's always a mix of emotions. We've been doing this for 7 years, so it's easy to look at something and listen to everybody say how it's not going to work. But what I've learned is if we just continue working, evolving the system, even if people leave, if we just keep working, they have a chance to come back. Emotional responses are always there. We're used to it. Valkyrie, you've been around a long time. So hopefully that experience resonates with you as well. And you just understand that the emotions run high in this community and there will be people who go, I'm out. But then we just keep building, and then I'm in, and I'm out, and just it's a big roller coaster.
That's why, again, build your own circus. Build your own whatever you're building. Use the game as a tool best you can, and try not to, just go with the flow. That's the best way I handle my emotions with the things that I tend not to like. But again, if it's your choice whether you want to go with the flow or not. So obviously voicing your opinions are I would say encouraged. So no matter what, voice it up. Oh no, the timeouts are coming. They're coming for you, Shambu.
Okay, I see people mentioning about the Nexus platform. They're aware there's issues. They're digging into it.
Yeah.
Just stay patient. Don't spam it. Maybe try every 10 minutes. There's no rush. There's no rush. So yeah, just give it a sec. We're aware, but you don't need to submit questions about it, guys. No question. I just want to say that it has been a great experience being involved in Marbles on Stream since season 5. Thank you, Pixel and the whole crew. You guys are awesome. Biggie. Yeah, Biggie, it's a pleasure, man. That's one thing I've learned. Like, just to go back on the previous comment and this comment, like, we know there's lots of love out there. We know there's lots of dislikes out there. But at the end of the day, all I know what we can do is keep working and keep trying to evolve the system to build things we're passionate about, but also to build things that you guys are passionate about. And that's why it's important for you guys to get your discussions in the discussion section in the Discord so we can hear what you're passionate about. Obviously, I try to listen to as many streams as I can and pop in, but at the end of the day, if it's written down, I can read it over time and time again and remind myself what needs to be done. So, yeah, guys, like, I appreciate everything. Like, keep elevating your voices. It's fun. We do this 7 days a week. I haven't taken vacation since we started Marbles, and I don't plan on anytime soon. Cool. Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
and I'm just gonna say that, like, it's good. It's hard. Conversations can be hard about certain things, especially if you're emotional about them. But like anything else, if you have an open mind and you're willing to chat with people about why, or just try to understand other people's perspectives on things, you're just going to get better at having conversations, and then you're going to get better at dealing with those emotions as they come up within the conversations. And then, yeah, you're just going to keep plowing through and getting used to it, as hard as it can be. But again,
Yeah.
You don't have to even go through the conversations if you don't want. Maybe that's not your style, but yeah, the choices are everywhere. We got so many choices out here. All right, GG's, guys. This is huge. 50 marble money, 60 tournament coins, 90 tournament coins, or a Morby.
No. Yeah. Shamboogie picked the Morby. Hell yeah, dude. Nice.
GG's, man.
Everybody's going to say it's rigged. Sham won the Morby? What the heck?
Yeah, what the heck? Send it to me. All right. Let me set up the next one.
Thanks for handling that, Tira. I see that. Cool. Anything else you want to drop, Spoo? There's a ton of questions. This is awesome.
Yeah, just keep going. Let's just plow.
Will there be a possibility that tier 3 supporters may have the gold name without using the tier 3? Yeah. So we can showcase our bot skins. Yeah, that's a huge focus. So on the tier 3 gold name thing, that was like a first shot, and we wanted to see, like, do people like this? Will people do it? Because for transparency, you guys can look this up. But we went from about, I think, maybe 20 tier 3s, and now we're close to 200. So, like, that's just like the indication of how much people are using it already, and we're adding more features. So, yeah, like, we want to evolve it, and one of the ideas is that our tier 3 supporters will be able to go to our website and upload an emote of their own, and this answers another question I see. I'll upload an emote of their own to the system, which means it will be a global emote available to all players in Marbles on Stream. So they'll have your emote that will spawn your loadout. So it won't be like our tier 3 coin, which is the gold name. And that emote that's assigned to the tier 3 will at minimum have the gold name as well, or some version of the gold name, because I want to evolve the gold names to work with your name colors. So it elevates that. So we don't want to like one thing I've learned with the Golden Aim, and I'm sure you guys have all noticed, is that it masks out your channel status. That was not necessarily an intent of the program. We don't want to mask out what you mean to the streamer in their channel. That wasn't an intent, but it happened kind of passively. So here we are. So anyways, yeah, so that's kind of like a direction of the tier 3 stuff that we want to do. We already started cooking on the emote functionality, so hopefully like mid-season we might be able to drop it. Yeah. And then I just saw somebody mention something about builders. There's a new feature coming to the builder next season where you're going to be able to do a leaderboard above the end bucket that will show the level of the marble. Now, when I say level, there's posts in the builder that light up green when they get hit. That technically levels up a marble when they get hit. And if they don't meet the level, it would destroy the marble that hits it. So that will be able to be shown in a leaderboard that's visual in 3D above the end bucket of a map. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. I think it's going to be really fun for those of you who like to gamify games within the game.
Mm-hmm. Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just learned recently what they did because I was just randomly asking.
Yeah. They're technically, I think they're called RPG thingies.
Okay.
Like in the game. Because I was just like, I'll make this thing and see what happens. I should also put it in the feed, bro.
Yeah, sure.
I just thought of that. Like when you level up, like, oh, this user leveled up.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, dude.
All the feeds.
Yeah, so that's the tier 3 stuff. Expect more, basically, if you're excited about the tier 3 stuff that we're putting out. $10-minute mark of the hour would help out in just timing the end of your stream. I think, Rivendell, I think you're going to be fine with the new system. Wait till it drops. It's going to solve whatever problems you're thinking that you have. Like the new timer system's super clean. It's super simple. Like, do your thing in your stream. It doesn't need to be global. It's your stream has a timer. So people play in your stream, when the race ends, they refresh their 10-minute timer with you, and so then you can't have more than 3 timers. If you do, you're timed out globally, and then you wait the max 10 minutes. Basically, you just need to wait until you're back under 3 timers. That's it. Like, so that's why it's like max 10 minutes. But most of the time, it's not going to be 10 minutes. I can guarantee that.
Yeah.
Even by the time you look at it, it'll be like 9 minutes and 40. Even after a race or something.
All right. GG's top 3?
So the 10-minute timer is only when you first go into a stream. No.
When the race ends.
You can drop it. No. So like, yeah.
I'll let you know at the end of this race when it's going to happen. Because it hasn't happened yet.
So whenever
like
whenever
when
the race finishes,
up, right? Basically, or the winner
whenever the
pops
Royale finishes, and whenever a level in Tilt finishes, your 10-minute timer in that stream refreshes to 10 minutes. No matter what.
Basically, when the winner pops up, boom, 10 minutes.
Yeah. Boom.
Boom.
And then if you're timed out, you'll see it in the UI of the game. So like, you'll be zeroed out just like in the like now, right? So that'll all be out there. It'll be super clean. It'll be super simple. I doubt people will need to worry about the app and managing energy and worrying about 3 races like that. It's going to be a huge relief. No cleanups, no tiers, no bonus energy, no max races in a stream. You just do your thing, and then manage your stamina. That's it. Which you guys already technically are doing, just not at like an extreme scale.
Yeah, I think it'll be much simpler, just everything.
Platform questions. So yeah, will you be adding YouTube, Kick, TikTok? So Kick just put out their public API. We've got it. YouTube, we're cooking on. Everything relies on Season 59 launch to start the process of adding platforms. And then we're probably, because Kick is so similar to Twitch, we're probably going to do Kick first, but there's a probability that we do YouTube. But one of those two are the ones. TikTok actually still doesn't have a public API that you could tap into. We know there's ways to bypass it, but we want to do things officially with the platform. We don't want to bypass the platform's intent, regardless of whether they say it's okay or they've never actioned legal action against it or not, but we want a public API from the platforms that we're using what they intend properly. So that's why we wait for public APIs. So yeah, we've got 2 platforms cooking that are ready to rock and roll. I think both of those platforms are exciting. And then from there, we'll decide, depending on how platform expansion goes, each time we add a platform, we're hoping for like a 5 to 10% user growth within the first few months of when we add a platform. If that's the case, it's going to become very addicting to adding platforms, and we're just going to start going crazy. I expect Discord could be a functionality that we add in the future. I mean, Discord would be wild. Imagine a space with 1,000 users and you're all hanging out, rolling marbles in real time. Like, that could be crazy. So yeah, just as we get there, I think it's going to become really addicting to add platforms and to welcome new people into the community and grow the racing community. Because one thing we know is the more people that are racing in the season, it gets super exciting. Like, it just gets wild. No timeouts.
No timeouts this time. Almost, though. Pop-up, top-up CC came in hot.
Dude, we haven't had any matching prizes yet either, right?
Nope, no matches. What a wild journey, this ball season. So 90 tournament coins, 25 marble money, pop-up CC. Tiara's taking care of it. Let's go.
Pop-up CC, so that's up to 15. So yeah. If they're even on 15, they get a full 15. If they're uneven, top them up to the nearest 15. You get it. You get it.
Yes.
Yeah, ball decisions are wild. This is what we do every Friday. So this is Community Day, guys. It's like a version of Community Day. Doing it every Friday on the stream. I think this week would be considered week 10 of Community Day. So this week we get to... I mean, if you guys know from the past, Spoo used to do it way back in the day. And yeah, we made Community Day really awesome. So it's cool to kind of share it again with you. Which way am I looking to you? This way? Is this way?
The other way is me. Other way.
No, this way. To you. Yeah. Yeah, so there's another tier 3 emote question. I think that answered the question. Hopefully you're listening. Miss Lima Lee. Will the 120 race limit in stream still exist?
Nope.
No.
No limit.
How about
it's
a
just the
wiki?
stamina limit, right? Like that's.
How about a wiki?
That's what it is. I
Get to it, guys.
How about a wiki?
Build that wiki. When I built a wiki, somebody was like, "That's not a wiki." I was like, "All right, I'll stop building the wiki then." A wiki can be made by anybody. If you guys are really passionate about a wiki, make it. Use AI, elevate yourselves, build the coolest wiki on earth.
So
in
many
7
beautiful
years.
tools.
In 7 years, I haven't seen anybody build a wiki. So it can't have that much demand. That's what it tells me. Will we still be auto-entered into races and tilts? Yes. It's currently 30 seconds. People want it longer, but I have a feeling people will want it not longer after after next season. So I'm debating whether changing it for next season. It's up in the air. Is the timer still at 30 minutes max for the starting of the race? There's no change to the starting of the race timer. You could technically wait at the start of the race for as long as you want and then click start when you're ready. If you're not at the stream to manage that, you're at the point of automating your game. So why are you doing that? How soon is YouTube support? I explained it.
All these
We don't know how
are,
soon.
I'm getting this conversation on YouTube, recorded on my YouTube, so there will be places to go back and watch the VOD itself as well. Although, all these other places will have longer VODs, but the Spoo TV YouTube will have the chopped up chat, pixel chat here.
Oh, you're going to chop it up?
No, I mean just this, I started it right when you started taking questions. And then,
Oh, okay.
I ain't chopping it up. I'll have an AI do it.
What about in a shared stream, the possibility, like in Tilt, to drop once and it counting for 3 minutes or so? 30 seconds. 30 seconds per stream. What's next? With 3 race / tilt combined tabs, are we going to still have 10k separation? Yes. 10k separation of tilts? Gemron, you mean? 15k in races and 15k in tilts is 2 Gemrons, not 3. Nothing is changing. It is 10k. I don't know where the 15k came from. For example. Yeah, it's not changing. Like, it's still 10k per Gemron point. There's no new Gemrons. Yet.
Yet.
Will the Plutos be triggerable per stream, or will it just be set on per stream and we can turn it off and on? Plutos and bits will be enabled globally by default, and if you choose to disable it as a streamer, it'll be disabled in that stream across all modes. So all points, or sorry, all bit spending for Race and Royale and all Plutos for Race and Royale will be disabled together with the toggle of one button. With the toggle of one checkbox.
All right. I was just out of reach here. Mikey, Woody, and Aldiscon getting the top 3.
Could you turn it off mid-race? No, you got to do it from the settings before you go into the game modes. Could we add X Twitter channel in PvP Discord to have live updates on what's happening on X? Maybe just turn notifications on X. If tier 3s get their... I mean, I literally post all my posts in the Discord. So you do have a feed. You just got to pay attention. That's the problem. You got to pay attention.
It's hard.
If tier 3s get their own emote to enter a race, can other people use that person's emote? Yes. If an emote is added to that new system, it'll be globally available for anybody to use. Obviously, if you have access to that emote. I know in the past you always waited for end of season to make changes. With the reduction of time for end of season and the drastic changes being made moving forward, are potential changes going to made in... No. I mean, like, when we make changes, it's just like a click of a button, right? So like if we're changing an equation or something, you just change it. You might see changes during a season, but it's still... Like, all we need is a down and an up to do major changes, so... You could have a downtime of one millisecond to push a change. Maybe that's the future. It ends at 12:59 and comes up at, or sorry, 11:59 and comes up at 12. And then you just grind nonstop, 24/7, all day, all year.
There you go.
3 tabs nonstop. Buying stamina, refreshing your stamina, you're paying off your timers.
Oh, jeez.
Will there be a part-time streamer bonus, full-time streamer bonus? The equation is not changing. You guys and your bonuses and talk, it's hilarious. Because it's just in a mathematical equation.
Give me the bonus. Okay, so we need a skin choice from Woody. Blue, green, red, orange, purple. Blue, green, red, orange, purple. Yes. Purple. Excellent. Excellent.
So yeah, there's like a question about Pluto's adding a shield in Royales. So then you want to play roguelike. It has a shield ability.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe there's one of 6 things in that too. In the roguelike.
Yeah, like we want to so there's a question about layers and dust. The dust shop needs a rework. Adding more layer options to see stuff. It just needs more work. So whenever we get around to it, we're a small team. Just be patient. And yes, patient could mean years. It took us 2 years to put in dust.
Yeah. The days before dust. That was an exciting time when that dust came out.
Yeah, right? With stamina being more important to viewers, any chance in the future we could see how much stamina a streamer has in the app? As a viewer, you're going to have to pay attention to the screen. I doubt we'll be surfacing people's stamina publicly. But we may add stamina so streamers can see their own stamina a little bit better. But with that being a feature, I have a feeling streamers are going to be more public about how much stamina they have. Otherwise, people might just be like, well, if you're not showing it, then I can't make a decision if I want to play there or not.
Yes.
This is, I guess, like where the strategy comes in of like you build your own show on top of marbles versus rely on the season to drive everything.
Right.
Right? Because if you rely on the season, then when you run out of stamina, if you run out of stamina, or if you want to do a crazy grind sesh, then you're reliant on that system to drive your entire incentive structure. Whereas if you build something on top of your stream, you might have a little bit more power and versatility into how you direct people's time.
Well, and then it makes you more standoutish and unique too. Like if there's something not in the game and you have an idea for it and you're able to like add it to the stream, not only can it give Pixel the idea to do something in the game with something like that, but it also just empowers you as a marble streamer to have that like extra bit that others don't have. And then, you know, it could become something that ends up getting spread through the community. You know, there's all sorts of stuff that has come out and was, you know, just used on one stream, whether it was mine or some others or whoever's Pixel. And then it just caught on and everybody started doing it. And then maybe it was added to the game because of that reason too. So if it's a good idea and people like it, the community's using it, then there's a good chance it'll either get added or at least supported somehow.
I mean, the bracket system you do is really cool. I'd love to add that to the game. And it's just about like finding the time and integrating it. And like, that's why it's important to keep doing what you're passionate about, regardless of whether you have the tools in game or not, because that can just elevate the chance of getting integrated.
You can't build something with expectations. You just have to like, I mean, obviously we all hope when we build something that greatness can come from it, but that thought will just destroy you if you're expecting something, because it's probably not going to happen what you're expecting, or at least put your bar pretty low to begin. Small goals.
Yeah, it just takes time for us to react. Like we're still a very small team, so even when we really want to get something done, it often takes time. Let alone if something's like kind of like a back burner idea. In terms of the timer system, does this mean I can be in 3 tilt races, 3 races, BRs at the same time for a grand total of 6? No.
Global modes.
But if tilted is its own thing, this means I can be in 3 races and 3 tilt. No. So you can only be in 3 streams participating total, period. Participating, to be clear, you can be viewing 100 streams if you want. There's no limitation in viewing and quote unquote supporting the people you love. But if you want to get into the races and participate in a season, then you have to abide by the too many races system. If you want to just be a ball on the track, you can dump your ball globally. Everywhere. You're not gonna get banned from the system. It just depends on whether the people ban you from their channels or not, because there's all kinds of roller coaster of emotions out there.
Yeah.
Will Community Day continue next season? Absolutely. Community Day season or number 11 will be next week. Ooh. Yeah, it's been fun. I enjoy bringing the community out, and I mean, there's so many, like on a like just a wild kind of like big picture note, like doing Community Day these past, I guess, 10 weeks. There is so many new faces in the community. There's new streamers, there's new players. There's always new people hopping around. It blows my mind doing Community Day every week because there's just so many people popping in saying hello, how they found marbles. It's their first week, first month, first year, or 7th year. But I love seeing everybody, and it just shows that like there's so much growth out there still, and it's crazy. We're 7 years into this, and there's still people finding marbles for the first time and having a good time, and just even hanging out with your one streamer, or hanging out, finding a way to play with 3 now. However you dive in, we appreciate it, and we're glad you found us, because we're still going, we're still pumping, lots of stuff to come. And like I've been saying, I feel like this is really a new era of marbles. It's pivoting the whole game really aggressively, and it takes a lot to turn this ship, because it's kind of gotten pretty big in terms of the game and the functionality. So like as I said, like as we change things, it causes these massive ripple effects across the community, across the game, how people are playing, how the viewers are interacting. So this is a big strategy of like managing this. I know just flicking one toggle can cause a massive emotional shift. And we're toggling at least like 10 things right now. So expect a big roller coaster of emotions across the category. I expect it. I understand it. And just buckle in for the ride. Like, these times are the most entertaining. They might be the most emotional, they might cause the most frustration, but they are definitely the most entertaining, because it is when we get to the point of like, oh, sometimes you turn the ship a little bit too much, you got to turn back, and then and then you're like trying to correct, and it's just a blast, because at the end of the day, it's just viewers interacting with streamers and having a great time.
Bobby, you got the tournament coins, don't worry. Itty Bitty got the forest floor.
The forest floor, dude, that's going to be evolving soon.
Oh?
Yeah.
It's going to grow trees.
I put the challenge out there. I said if somebody has 8 levels or 8 layers of forest floor, come forward and let me know. And then G-Dog did it and was like, yo, I got it. And so we unlocked. I talked to Tom. I was like, yo, make forest floor evolving. And so it's on the way. So you know what I've been saying? You know what, dude, I've been spreading this crazy, hilarious rumor over the past like few weeks when people come to Community Day. I'm like, yo, forest floor is the rarest skin in the game. Everybody wants it. And guess what? Because there's so many new people in the game, it's starting to become a thing. Everybody's like, yo, I want the forest floor. Yo, we're going to bring back forest floor. We're making forest floors great again.
Yeah. Freaking forest
That's what we need to do.
floor. Guys,
dude,
gotta make...
everybody should want a forest floor. And then all the people who dusted are going to be like, no, I dusted all my layers. Yeah.
I don't even know if I have any.
Oh my, exactly. I want you to be like, no. If I can get somebody who's been in the game for 7 years.
Dude, I had to get a freaking wagon.
You got a wagon.
I was wagon for the wagon.
But you're going to want a forest floor in that wagon. Think about that.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Time to start collecting, I guess.
Yeah. Get them.
All right, next race.
The drops stay connected to the old reset time. Do the drops stay connected to the old reset time, and the app will reset every 30 seconds to see?
They're just wondering how you're going to do drops now, I guess. Like same time drops. It'll be reset time, quote unquote, noon Eastern.
Oh, I see.
That they start, but...
Yeah. That's a good question, honestly.
Sometimes I say reset time as like a global for everybody that marbles.
It's
like,
become a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll destroy this whole idea of reset time, and we'll just make everybody just talk about different times. Maybe we'll start doing drops at like 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. and 4 p.m.
Surprise
and just
drops.
confuse the living hell out of you guys. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The app functionality is still going to stay the same. I don't know what the 30-second thing is. I'm assuming that's how often like the data refreshes. Maybe.
I don't know.
Any new builder pieces out? Yeah, there's the new leaderboard on the end bucket. I think that's it, really. I actually added all the start pieces to the start piece functionality, so they all have the fog now. So if you guys like certain pieces, you can add the fog functionality. If you're like a fogger, if you like your fog,
Fog of War.
Fog of Marb.
Fog of Marb.
Yeah. Not Marv.
Marv.
Just Marb.
Marb.
Marb. From the different platforms you can play, and is going to be the same leaderboard for multiple platforms. We're probably gonna have separated leaderboards per platform, but wait until that comes out, because that's still a few seasons away. Purchase a marble skin, be the same price next season. The marble skin you can purchase on the web shop for $5.99 USD is remaining, and is remaining the same price. I think just for clarity, I think we're like, if you bought one today, I think we would be aiming for like season maybe 61 with it, just FYI, because we're like a little bit backed up. We got a bunch done this season, but we'll see. So yeah, if you get one, probably aim for 61. If using multi-chat and timing the multiple streamers, does that count as one, or does... So all multi-chat does with Twitch is combine all the chats into one. So if you type in a chat, you're typing in all three. How the game works is how the game works. The multi-chat doesn't change how the game works.
Yeah, that'll be 3.
Yeah. What was the overall thought about taking a reward from the competitive side of marbles, play emotes, and making it available? So it's not taking it. So what we're probably going to do, so this is what's happening. We're putting the tier 3 system on the emotes, but we're also in the same kind of swoop, in the same swipe of the brush. We're creating an automated system that we can assign people slots, emote slots. So this way we can automate the people who are grinding all season with an emote, and they manage that emote themselves. So what's probably going to happen, this is probably the evolution of some sort, is we put out the system for our tier 3s, and then you'll also be able to purchase slots and emotes as well with cash. And then the people who are winning them will probably get like 3 slots assigned to them, and those slots will live for like 6 months. And then we just give it to you. You can swap out the emote as much as you want. You can not use it. You can do whatever you want. So the idea is not to remove, it's actually to increase the amount of emotes that are in the system and how you guys are all reflecting them, because guess what is happening on Twitch? More emotes are getting added, not less. So we need to kind of evolve with that platform where we've kind of lagged behind for a few years. So yeah, it's actually not removing, it's adding.
Just a point on that as well is like, that's always something that Pixel's going to do with, well, I guess there's, now that you're going to be moving to multi-platforms, who knows how that's going to evolve, but like based on what Twitch's changes are doing, Pixel always tries to at least stay with it. And with the 3 stream thing, like, it's painful, I get it, but there's also going to be things that are helpful. Like if you're a streamer, these people are actually going to count in your stream now, as opposed to not counting because they're in 10 streams or whatever. Of course, again, you can still be in 10 streams if you want, but if you're playing by the system of marbles and you want the global points, then you're probably just going to stick to 3 streams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we're going to do Kick first, most likely, is because it's very similar to Twitch. There's emotes. There's only one sub tier, actually, we've learned. There's only tier 1. But yeah. It's overall going to elevate the emote system. But yeah. It just means that, like, it won't be quote-unquote as special, if you want to perceive it that way. But you should have more now. So, like, as you grow your community probably likes to use your emotes. And then you can add more of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
We get a timeout.
Instead of, how, so back in the day, or at least, now when you have to talk to people about getting an emote in the game, it's like, or switching it up or whatever it is, like that it's kind of a pain. So now it's more in the hands of the streamer.
Well, it's going to be in the hands of everybody who has an emote, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, that also equals, like, our champions will be able to manage their emote automatically. Our ambassadors will be able to manage their emotes. Like, anybody who has an emote in the game will just be able to swap it out as they need, and the game can just do its thing.
It's great.
Just automating more tasks is so good.
Yeah, it's great. Well, and then there's just, anytime you create less friction, it's so good. It's just so good. That's it, in anything. So instead of having to, like, talk to you and do it, yeah, you get it. Kenny Boom and getting 25 marble money. Hell Bunny getting 100 marble money. The Hunt Music's already on his break. And let's do another.
You got to refresh his break.
Got to refresh his break.
Maybe an option for streamer to show stamina on the screen. You can. It shows at the end of every race.
Yeah, he mentioned maybe elevating that if that's we're doing something with it, right? But it is there at the end of every race. There's a spot with all the other stuff where it's like,
yeah,
your experience and everything.
Yeah, I mentioned, like, we got to expand our layer system. I know people want to see more stuff about layers, but it's just not in the works right now. How many variations of fish traps now? Yeah, it's nothing. Problem is, if we are racing in 3 tabs and simply want to talk with our tilter friends, so just an example, if we chat or talk there, it would pick in 30 seconds. Yeah, it would. That's why I said, like, you guys might claim, or you guys might demand that the system gets removed because you can't talk there anymore. If that's the case, then, yell about it and say, hey, we want the timer gone, and I'll do it. But, yeah, I mean, based on my observation of tilt streams, there's not a lot of chatter that happens. But yeah, I mean, cause the problem and then yell at me and be like, yo, remove that timer. I hate the 30 seconds, and then I'll remove it. Obviously not just you. We need more than one person.
Interesting.
Is DML skin still 4 layers? Yeah, DML skin, and it's not being given out by anybody at this time. Are you going to add anything when getting world records in races? Am I going to add anything? What am I supposed to add? I don't know what. Like, you want my face to come on screen and be like, oh!
Yeah, dude. Yes. Just pop up. It says world record across.
Holy moly!
Just like the Toasty guy. Toasty. That'd be good. Well, you get a yellow name permanently until somebody beats your world record on that map, but you got to be playing on that map wherever you're playing. Your name gets plastered in the top right. You probably got a nice chunk of points. More Pixel. Is there something else? No.
I don't know. I would need more context.
This is the minute funnel. Just 1
minute. Any new dev skins? Maybe one day. I don't know if they're in development just yet. Usually when Tom kind of develops a new tactic with his skins, he'll make a new dev set. Slots staying same in builder. Slots, like upload slots. Yeah, there's no changes to that builder or map piece counts, track piece counts. And yeah. I'm through the questions.
Nice. I was just gonna say, it's interesting, like, obviously the ripple effect, right? I mean, tilts were great with they are great with the active chatter system. But now with the limited streams, that's changing everything. It might not be so great for some people anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like, I saw the comment. It was about grinding missions, right? So, like, hey, it was good and easy to grind missions with the auto drop system. Okay, but
No,
was it
I'm not
easy and
thinking
fun
about
to
that,
like?
but yeah.
So like that's why it's changing. We're just like evolving the system. It's time for a shift. It's time for a culture shift.
Yeah.
There's a lot of passive zombie dropping that's going on that we want to try to evolve through. Is this the right move? I believe it is. I don't know if it's the perfect move, but we're gonna try. So that's the whole goal here. We've done this many times over the years, changing the system drastically. And this is just another one of those moments. And it happens to land on a 9, so 59. The first emotional season that we went through was season 9. So here we are 50 seasons later. And probably going to go through another
That was
one.
the first iteration of energy, or like limited streams or whatever. The red and the yellow and orange or whatever it was.
Yeah, season 9 was the first
Red
emotional... Yeah, red card, yellow card.
Shambugi got another top 3. Get this guy out of here.
saw.
Night Checkmate Shambugi, NES collector. Good luck on the ball station. 50 seasons to remove energy. Well,
It's not the 30 seconds, it's the 3 streams limited if they are connected to other tilters. How is it going to affect if you are marbling with 2 other streams already? It's exactly that. So if you join in a stream that has 3 tilts that are all merged together, you're going to have to be aware of that and be aware where you're dropping and think about it.
Yeah, there's always... I always check who people are rolling with. Like if they have the little +3 next to their name on Twitch, you know, or +2 or whatever, however many pluses it is.
I have a feeling you might see tilters work in pairs now versus triplets. I have a feeling. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just only work solo. But it will, like, this is just another thing. It's like a whole shift.
Yeah. Shifty McShiftersons. It'll be interesting. I'm just thinking of my own personal journey. Cause like just being a streamer, like I'll switch from races to tilts, and then I'll switch from royales to tilts, and yeah, I'm just thinking based on my missions and everything too. You know, everything that I like to do.
Yeah.
The shakeups.
Will there be any new additions to the builder? Yeah, the leaderboard at the end, like I mentioned, the level leaderboard. Have fun with it, expose it, play with it. If an unplay command were added, could we just be entered in the entire tilt run? You just manage yourself. There's no unplay being added currently, so just manage yourself and figure it out. Good luck. The world record with the world record question, is there a way to check where? No, there's nothing. So like now we have better data. Now we need to work with it better and elevate some sort of system to see what we can do. So evolving the builder, showing who holds records where, finding the places you hold records as a streamer, as a viewer, like all these things can work towards. It's just we got to start tapping the data. So this first season is going to be like the data going out there, you guys hitting the data a lot and seeing how it kind of holds up, and we'll evolve from there. The goal is to utilize it more though. We have more, so we're going to use it.
Shambugi
Another
gets the timeout.
Oh, damn.
Night Checkmate, you get the sexy sacks. NES Collector gets the carrot suit. Sham, we love you. See it. Oh, God.
No. And a carrot suit and a sexy sax.
Indeed. Some suits and a timeout. We love it. Yeah,
How
guys,
many
if you
layers
have any
does the
more like clarifications or concerns or questions about specifics, I think Pixel's almost blasted through everything, so it's kind of just like
Yeah, everything's
more
gone now.
specifics about things. If
Yeah.
you this is recorded on YouTube, so that'll be there on my YouTube, Spoo TV. I have all these other platforms going as well, but that'll be the easiest one to capture because I'm just recording this conversation. So once we end, I'll cut it off. It's live right now. So that'll be there. If you missed anything, you want to watch it in 2x, and whatever it might be. Let's do the next one. So yeah, get those last minute questions in or concerns or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, Deep Vibe is 16 layers. I think there might be a hidden layer, but you'll have to find that one.
0.25x. Or anything that you didn't say yet, Pixel, or I don't know.
I'll mention again, the final Gemron ticket transfer is out. So if you want to transfer your Gemron to another name, submit it in the Discord. There's a notification and a specific ticket for it. This will be the last Gemron transfer. Everything's going to be automated after this. So then it'll be connected to your user ID. And if you change your name, it'll just follow along. If you change accounts, there is no transferring. So that's going to be up to you to manage.
Marble Fest weekend?
Marble Fest this weekend? Yeah, starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. with you?
With me.
With
Here's
you
the sketch.
here.
If you guys haven't seen it. Oh, Pixels. Let me get rid of you.
Yeah, get rid of me.
Dun. He's hiding. See ya.
I'll just...
So we'll start 9 a.m. Eastern here. Then we go to Vibbles. 24 Rocks, That Girl Crash, Miss Lima Lee, Odin Rami, Beauty, and finishing out March 1st, that Saturday night, tomorrow night, with the one and only Sportscast Squad. And then Sunday, we'll be starting with the one and only Tiara Spock at 9 a.m. Eastern. Then Das Bobby Lean, Blizzard Girl, Cam on the Cob, Devil Carry Me, Wormies, and Eternal Enigma. And then finishing off with the guy that's timed out right now, Sham Boogie.
Sham Boogie.
This poster is out there. Feel free to take a screenshot now. Ask questions anywhere you need. Mark your calendars.
And
set your
enjoy
alarms.
These last few fests, like over the next few seasons, they're going to be the last few in the way that they're done now. So enjoy them, because this system's going to be evolving. We're going to get it automated and get it more globally available to everybody. So enjoy it while they last, because we're going to be cooking up something fresh.
Interesting. Fresh.
Are bans getting reset for the new season? No. It depends what context of bans, but I don't control channel bans. So that's up to you. But game bans don't get auto removed. So if you're banned, you got to apply for an unban. Yeah.
Yeah, bans and streams, like, that's I don't even know what to say. That's on you. That's on the streamer. There's been times in the past where, like, people have, reached out with concerns about getting banned somewhere. And, there's just, sometimes you just get banned places and it sucks. And you can try to reach out and figure out why if you care enough. But that's just part of a bunch, streamers out there. Streamers are doing their thing. And if they, for some reason, them and their community decide you're out, then you're out. Echo chambers everywhere out here with the streams.
Yeah, with streams, like, I mean, at that band level, it's a wild adventure. Like, it's all over the place. It could be you got banned for a meme, right? Like, some streams just meme on you. Some don't. Some take it personal. Some, if you don't talk and they're trying to talk to you, you're gonna get banned immediately.
Yeah.
Some, if you have a Gemron, they're banning you.
Yeah, or even just having the marble flare, it's a great conversation starter, but some people just react a certain way to it because they're not used to it.
Yes, for some people, it's a ban starter.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's an emotional journey.
Yeah, and especially if, like, some people, if you go out and explore, it's an interesting journey to just go out and explore different streamers. I encourage everybody to do it. And instead of getting mad,
I've never been banned just randomly.
Never? Well, but you've been banned because you did some.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But, like, I've never been banned just for, like, having a Gemron or, like, having a number or having...
Well, like I said, it's a great conversation starter. So if it ever happens to me, I just start yapping about...
I think it's people not talking. If I were to guess, it's people not talking. It's people going to a stream and just grinding in that stream. Yeah. And those people are like, I just put on marbles to race with my community for a couple races. And there's this person here that's all flared up and they stand out and I'm trying to talk to them and they're not talking.
They must have
I see that all the time.
Yep.
I guess on bans, just like while we're on the topic, if you're banned from marbles, if you got banned during a season for whether it be automating in a channel or you weren't paying attention and dropping in an offline stream, The way I handle that is on a seasonal basis, unless you've been told otherwise, where it's a multi-season. If you do it seasons back to back to back, I'm just banning you for longer periods of time. So if you disrespect the channels and somebody's reporting you multiple times across multiple seasons, just expect your ban to get longer. And if you get, like, I'm now in the range of, like, if there's a third time in a row, I'm just gonna wipe your Gemron, like, completely, and you'll just have no Gemron coins. Like, if you're getting reported multiple times like that, I'm just gonna wipe your Gemron. I kind of toyed around with somebody this season and removed their Gemron as a kind of like a kick in the butt. So yeah, if you're acting in a way that's causing people to report your account season after season after season, there's going to be repercussions. So that's it. I'm really fair. Like, I try not to permanently ban anybody. I pretty much don't anymore, unless like you've done something truly evil, which I haven't had to permanently ban anybody in a long time. But yeah, just
I think
act
the
accordingly out there.
3-stream thing is really going to help this as well, because you're not in however many streams and not realize, you're pausing streams or having them muted, and you just keep going through and dropping, or not even going through and doing this stream deck thing. So when I tab, that I don't even use the stream deck. I know it's great. I've used it before, but it's
one of the biggest drivers to the change.
Tough,
like, it's honestly one of the biggest drivers to the change that's going on right now in the game is the fact that I'm handling bans almost on like every other day. Like, every other day there's somebody getting banned from some channel that's offline and they're playing. And whatever the argument is of the user, it's still, you were in an offline channel playing over and over, and people are adding you, being like, yo, bro, hey.
Yeah,
hey,
that's an issue.
Oh, hey, are you there? Hey. Like, and when I can see the talk, like when somebody can link me the chat and be like, look what happened, it's like, it's so plain as day to me. I just act. So that's where I'm at. I'm super, like, I don't hold grudges. I don't care. But if you piss off somebody in the community over and over and over like that, then I'm gonna take action.
Yeah.
Interesting. Will the conversion to USD be an issue for Pixel when Canada becomes the 51st state? I didn't read the ending, and I was like, oh, this is an interesting question. That's a really good question, actually, because right now, because I guess like most of our earnings are in USD, so it converts to Canadian. I don't know how that impacts us, honestly, because then we pay some bill, like that whole back and forth and all that stuff. I mean, like, I'm for the idea. Like, what's gonna happen? I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll either get taken over, or who knows?
Only time.
I'm in for the ride. Like, it's like you guys with marbles. Like, you're here for the ride. I'm here with Canada for the ride. Like, let's see what happens, guys. I have my opinions, but I have no control in the matter. I'll send in my vote, and that's it, right? That's my Discord discussion, is I send my vote.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you can do.
Yo, if they offer Doge payouts, I'm in. I'm down. Let's go. All of Canada gets Doge payouts. Let's go. Let's do it. Is there any Easter eggs in the game that we haven't found yet?
Dude, people are getting timed out like crazy. It's like every time.
That's hell yeah. That's awesome. It's only 10 minutes. It's not even an hour, bro. 10 minutes. That's like... Dude, you know what you're doing? You're just teaching them about the 10-minute timer next season. Oh,
it's true. This is a great way to teach them. Type rules. Type B rules. See you in 10 minutes. Sturm and live chess. We got pop-up tournament coins for Sturm, so that'll hit you on the next 30. 30 tournament coins, or top you up to your next 30. Live chess shall be getting the 90 tournament coins. Dang.
Ooh.
Dang. Yeah, actually, the timeouts won't even be... They won't be this painful. They won't be full 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Even if you start, like, what are the odds of starting 3 races at the same time with 3 streamers or royales, and then they all ending at the same time, too?
Yeah.
Or just ending at the same time, I guess, because they can start at different times.
Probably really low.
Probably really low. We'll see, though. Try to catch a screenshot. Make that a challenge. catch a screenshot of 2 like 9 minutes 59 seconds or whatever if it shows 10 minutes immediately and then 2 happen at the same.
Yeah.
Anyway,
3 at the same time.
Try to get all
4
3
at the same time. It would actually have to be 4 at the same time to get the timeout.
Oh, for
to win the timeout.
To win the timeout. Yes.
To win the timeout. On the Easter egg question, like there might be like little visual stuff tucked around the game that you haven't found yet, but the biggest thing would be in the equation of racing and Royale that like Agent designed it and it's a massive mathematical equation. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if like even the grindiest grinders still don't know certain pieces of that equation. And like there could still be discovery. Because one thing that he told me once was like everybody perceives it as one thing and then they'll lean in that direction to be that one thing and therefore that's the thing that gets seen. But there's hidden factors that you wouldn't see unless you truly looked beyond the thing that everybody's doing. Like it was super I don't even know how to explain it, but basically he said like not everything's been found. There's still pieces to the equation that like people still don't understand. And they're pinholed on what they currently see is the kind of like the indication.
I don't understand any of it.
No, yeah, I don't even understand it. It's a like if I showed people, it's crazy. Like it's actually like a crazy person designed it. A super crazy, super genius.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a big mathematical. It's designed to be confusion.
Guys, 20 seconds if you're getting in. Next ball decision.
And you got to remember, this system is designed for 24,000 energy, and we're at 32,000 energy per day, recharge rate. So that threw a wrench into it for sure. For sure.
What?
Did we go higher? Higher. Do you need more stamina, Spoo?
Always.
Based on your engagement this season, could you have used more stamina?
Yeah. No.
Don't lie to me.
There's sometimes.
What are those times?
Like 3 times. Times I'm cranking into the oblivion. Yeah.
Can you explain to me how energy works? No, I don't need to explain to you how energy works anymore because it's gone. It's gone as of today at noon. You don't have to worry about energy ever again. Ever again until we bring it back.
Time and space.
Yeah, in 7 years we're gonna be like, it's back.
Whoa! Oh, it looked like an Omega shortcut, but Milk Chug is just rolling off the map. See ya.
Gone. Mobile rules. Mobile does rule.
Just think of all the extra multitasking we're all going to get done. You know?
What will you do with your extra time? What will you
I think
do?
something important too, like I totally get it because I do it as well. Although I miss races and drops all the time. But if you're a streamer and you grind marbles while you're streaming, which again, I do it. There's nothing wrong with it. Like if you're super focused on that, this is going to free up some of your brain space to be like, okay, like what can I do more with my stream? Or it should anyway, if you care about doing more with your stream anyway. Because I get caught in that personally where it's like, I'm dropping in all these streams and all these tilts and trying to do my missions and this and that, which is great. And you can form communities around just like cranking it all, right? But now it's just 2 other streams you're in while you're streaming. So like, what's that going to do to your brain while you're streaming? Just something to think about. I don't know. When I focus less on missions and things I'm doing on the side, multitasking or whatever, like I tend to have a lot more fun streams. Personally, I just have a lot more fun because it's like that's what I'm there for. I don't know. Just things to think about.
Can you add Bloop to the 3 streams? Bloop has 0 rewards. It has no, like,
This
what
is
is
why
the
we should
purpose
just
of
take
adding it to
away
the 3
the
streams?
leaderboards from everything. Because we're all still going to crank it out, aren't we?
What? Bloop?
Everything.
Who's cranking out? I don't understand. What is the incentive to Bloop?
Because it's fun to play.
That's great. I mean, like, that's the key.
Yeah, streamers
If
need to use
Bloop
it as a
is
tool
literally
more.
just fun, hell yeah.
And, you know, again, I'm in that boat too. I think streamers should try to figure out ways to use it more other than just for being away or whatever it is. There's definitely a tool in there, a usable live tool in there that can be legendary, right?
Yeah. But I mean, like, it's not on any system. If it gets
Yeah.
added to, like, a system
It's on
in
the
some
streamer
sort
system.
that needs to be controlled, then we can think about that. But I don't think it's needed right now because there's nothing in the game sense being output. There might be stuff that people give out. But Bloop, your face is off.
The Bloop, your face is off. Meister, thank you for the raid. Thanks for coming in. We are just chatting with Dev. It's end of marble season. We're doing these ball scissions, so you can't join this race, but you'll be able to join the next race. I don't know how much longer we're going. If you have any questions for Pixel, specifically about things that are coming that you've heard about, that would be the way. This is also being recorded on YouTube, so if you missed it, you can go check out my YouTube. It's being recorded live right now, and it'll be cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about those who are doing a subathon stream could use more stamina, I believe? You believe? Well, we need to know for sure, not I believe. But from what I understand, if you're full up on stamina, and you start a subathon, you could probably go for quite a while. More than 24 hours.
Well, and then
It's only if you're like half drained and you start your stream.
And then just think about your speed. Like, it's called stamina for a reason. Like, don't just crank. Take some time. You know, if you're doing a subathon, maybe there's other things you're doing with the community when goals are hit, or, you know, whatever. So there's going to be more. You should try to figure out a time to just space it out a little more, instead of crank it away.
Yeah. Will there be limits to who can join the partner affiliate program? No. Everybody will be able to get in. There's like an entry. Like, if you're not already onboarded into the captain program and transitioning into the new one, there is a limit. It's 250 Twitch followers, and I think it's 500 on YouTube and
1,000 maybe?
TikTok to onboard.
I don't remember what I just freaking did it too.
And then from there it's sales if you want to upgrade.
I'm in this, whatever this is.
What do you see?
The dashboard thing.
Okay, yeah.
Nexus.
So that's your creator dashboard. So when you join it, you're not automatically added to the program. They're going to be adding people over the weekend based on the Captain TV output list that I had. So, yeah. But that's the back end.
Okay, Infinity Groustel getting the pop-up CC, pop-up top-up. Marble Duster getting sexy sacks, and Zagaros getting the drippies layer. GG's.
Got approved? Yeah. Yeah.
Got a what now?
No, somebody got in.
Oh. Oh.
Will we need to use Web Wallet to use creator codes? No. This is a Web 2 program. This is a Web 2 integration.
500 TikTok. Gotcha. Yeah, so, like, thresholds can be tough, but a great way to think about it is just it's a goal. It's, like, such a good thing to, like, go for. Try to use these things as, you know, just an incentive to, like, fire you up and, like, all right, I need 250 followers. What do I got to do? Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be grind the game. Now it's the follower count to get onboarded and revenue amounts to hit different tiers.
Yep. Here we go.
Add more commands for BRs. Yeah, there's not really any logic that runs like that. So yeah, you put that in the Discord as an idea, but that's like more of like a more complex AI, which we don't have running. It's more just randomized movements, and you get like the different care packages and stuff that go on.
Care package.
I'm all caught up though. I'm all good.
I'm gonna go ahead and just cut off the YouTube now, so that'll be cut and live.
Okay.